Hello everybody out there. Today on this video I'm putting together a demonstration of recording. I got a buddy of mine sending me some tracks and I got all my drums mic'd up and I'm going to do some recording for him and send him just the drum stems audio so he can mix it down with one of his songs. Now the process that I do is quite simple and quite easy. Anybody out there can do it. So basically he's got a stereo track, like a wave track. He's got synthetic drums on top of that wave track already. So that makes my job tons easier because there's already some form of a rhythm track that's on the recording. So what I do basically is take that stereo wave track and I plug it into my recording software as a stereo track. And then I have all my drum tracks armed and up and ready. And in this case I'm using 13 drum tracks. I have a 16 channel board. So for the kick drum I have the 906 Sennheiser. I have some Sennheiser Tom mics here. I believe those are the 604s. I have the Sennheiser 421 on my 4 Tom. I have an AKG condenser on my timbale over there. I have the Shure SM7B on my hi-hat. And I have the tried and true SM57 on my snare. For overheads, I have the D89s, I believe, which is the match pencil condenser overhead by CAD. It's a pretty good mic. For my room mic, which is out of frame over here, I have the Equitech E100S, which is a diaphragm mic. Basically, it's like a AKG C414. Diaphragm mics are really cool because they respond to the actual wave, so it's just a floating diaphragm in there. It's not fixed. So what it allows it to do is basically pick up more details in the waves that are coming at the microphone. So I use that as a room mic. I'm going to be doing a recording session in the future coming up. I'm making a reggae record. In that case, I'm using my Equitech for my outside kick as well, which can be done. So I have how I basically get everything back and forth between rooms and not press record and then run and then hurry up and sit down, and by the time the music comes in, I don't do all that. So what I have over here is I have my iPad and I have the Studio One remote on it. So basically it allows me to just set up the remote over here on my music stand. When I'm comfortable and I'm ready to go, I can just hit record and boom, we're off. So this recording session today, we're just going to capture some of the drum audio off the GoPro. So I already did a cover of this song and I have to redo my drums now, but the cover is called Pick Me Up. It's by Trevor Young. It's available on my YouTube channel. So yeah, thanks for checking it out. If you haven't already subscribed, that would be great. And Instagram, bdag79, Facebook, bdag79, all that other good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. Okay, so for this next track that I have, there is drums that come in on the downbeat. There's no kind of intro part, where the drums basically come in after, basically the intro's already been established. Then all of a sudden the drums come in. That's easier because you already have your tempo set as far as what the song is going to be. This one is right in on the downbeat. So what I have to do is, without running a constant click, which I don't really like doing unless I'm tracking from scratch. If I'm tracking from scratch, like building a song with a band, then I need the click just to stay on time. But if the song has already been created and the artist wants me to just put drums on top of what's been created, that's the click track. So I don't really like running a click on top of the music like that, because you never know if the artist actually stayed on with the click, or I don't want to necessarily be playing to the click. I want to be playing to the music, so that way the part sounds more kind of infused with the rest of the music, not, oh, the drums are on the click track and everything else is just kind of being felt, I had an issue back in the day recording with a band where the horn players recorded to the click instead of to the band, and it really made the song kind of what's the word, kind of conflicting, because the band's tempo was with the click, but it was more organically with the click, meaning that sometimes it would be on the front end of the click, and depending on the chorus or the verses or whatever part of the song, it would kind of come back on the click. And the horns, they just stayed right dead on the click, so it didn't really, like, feeling wise, mesh well with the music. And in turn, the song was just kind of, to me, in my opinion, just kind of bland, because you had the horns that were to the click, the band was kind of, had already done everything to the click, but kind of pushed it and pulled it, and it just didn't, I don't know, they should have done it to the music. And that's how I do it, to where it's more a feeling than, oh, you're dead on with the click, So what I got to do with this, just to get me into the song, is, as you'll see, if I just start the song off, it's right in. So it's right off the bat. It's just drums, right on the downbeat. So what I do with my keyboard here is, basically I set up my click, and I kind of have an app where I tap tempo and I get it close, and then what I do is I give myself like a pre-warning, you should say. So what I do is record in the piano, and I would just basically do something along the lines of this. I'd go, and then I would be right on the downbeat. Now I've already recorded it with the click. That was just kind of a demonstration without the click. So with that being recorded, I will go in there, get ready, and then when I hear this, then I'm right in. I'm right on the downbeat. So it's an easy way to kind of, without running a click all the way through the song, it's an easy way to just kind of get you in, and then once I'm in, I can adapt to the rest of the song without having the click, going constantly in my head. So this will be the second song that I do. Okay, so I got my track. Everything is dry. So what I do is I zero out everything as far as dB levels. And I just keep everything flat. Now it's up to them, the guy that I'm sending it to mix it down the way he wants it. Now if he comes back to me and says, hey man, I really like how you mix your drums, then what I will do is I will mix my drums the way I want them to the song, and then probably export them as a WAV file and just send him the WAV. Now, I'm going to export the stems right now to a folder, so that way I can prepare to send them in a Dropbox. But I want to talk to him first and see, hey man, do you want all the stems and then mix it down the way you want it? Or do you want me to mix down the drums and send you a WAV file of the drums? And so that way I'll kind of leave it up to him because it's his music. So normally I just send them, the last session I did, I just sent the guy raw tracks and he made them sound ridiculous. It was awesome. So what we'll do is basically I'll just go here to song. This is Persona Studio 1.4. What I will do is I will export the stems, and then I will take off the audio file that is attached to it, and I will make sure that all my tracks are checked. I will go ahead and choose my folder. Being that this is a new folder, I'm going to click on that new folder, and I'll type in the title of the song with drums, and I'll create that folder right there. I'll open, and then I will hit OK and export. Now there might be some clipping. If there's a little bit of clipping, what I have to do is find out where the clipping is, go back and change, lower the gain a little bit on it. So, but this one appears to be all good. Okay, so there are all of my files as waves, so that way he can just basically grab them and put them into any session that he's doing, whether it's Pro Tools, Sonar, Ableton, any other software. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to move on to the next song, and that's pretty much how I do my recording here at BDAG Studio. So there you have it, my recording process, how I do things. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you could please subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, BDAG79, Facebook, BDAG79, Twitter, BDAG79. Everything is BDAG79. Also, the house drummer at the Carolina Opry. You can check that out at thecarolinaopry.com. I'm up there 6 nights a week. If you want to check into that, if you're in town in the Myrtle Beach area, want to come out and say hello, that would be totally rad. So again, thank you for checking this video out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm pretty good about answering questions. I love feedback. I love criticism. Makes you a better person in general as a whole. So thanks again for checking this out, and I will see you guys later.